Hi everyone, so it's Alex, and today I wanna share with you some updates and plans on what we gonna do at Galaxy Stars Labs and how we're building decentralized AI infrastructure and how it will help to achieve technological singularity. So first of all, what is the current landscape for the AI market? AI is basically the fastest growing industry ever, and the fastest technology being adopted ever. And the change it brings to society is so big, so that it's very hard to catch up. So people who are on the forefront of AI, they are even for them, it's very hard to keep up with the um, for us, like I'm considering myself as well, for us it's very hard to catch up like with how AI changes the world. And it's very hard to grasp what do you need to do to be valuable in the future, which will be definitely changed a lot with AI. And in also within the current landscape, we see that most of AI capabilities are actually concentrated in hands of very few companies. So, and these few companies, like especially OpenAI, but also other companies, are killing like thousands of startups by every new feature release because they actually have all the data. They have ability to uh, basically capture the value from almost any market. And even if you build with these models and these private proprietary models, closed ones, ironically, you basically just help them to train their AI and basically help them to disrupt your market in the future and basically to just like eat you and eat your company alive. So, and like why it's relevant to technological singularity. Basically, I believe AI is the technology to bring technological singularity. Basically, technological singularity is when the production of technology is accelerated that much that we reach a peak, a plateau, and the speed is so fast that we cannot accelerate anymore. So this is like we're definitely not yet there, but you can feel that it's coming. You can feel it; it's in the air. And how it's possible? Basically, AI can help us to create, but most importantly, also to integrate these new technologies into society much faster. So not only innovate, but also bring this technology to the market. What AI can help us? So let's start with what it actually cannot help to with. Uh, first of all, one second. First of all, it cannot help us with, it cannot replace a human. So AI is not a human, and it's very different in the way it does and does operate. AI cannot create a new knowledge like from the source. It's like it just combines knowledge, and this is like very crucial to understand and to learn from how human work. So like humans actually create new knowledge from nothing, and we just feel it, and then we try to connect it to existing knowledge to explain it to other people. And uh, what AI can do, AI can optimize any process. But first, it needs to learn this process. It needs to understand and this is process in a very structured way. Also, AI can distribute resources efficiently if it has impact-friendly patterns. So if it understands the impact of this resource distribution, so it can optimize in a more efficient way how to distribute these resources between projects, people, whatever. And AI can help us even help create better AIs. So AI can optimize the process of creation of anything, even of AI itself. And this is like also like one of the ways how AI can accelerate itself and accelerate the production of the technologies. Okay, so now let's focus on what about on distribution of resource for technology creation, because basically, like if we considered logical singularities as just the most optimal distribution of a limited resource between number of technological ideas. So basically, AI will help us to select the ideas which we are the most actual and the most impactful or the most relevant for the current world. And having a limited number of resource, let's say like $1 million, distribute between these ideas in the most efficient way. So like, and you can understand also the power of this technology if you imagine, let's say that like it can distribute 1 million into, let's say, like thousands of startups, like with just like $1,000 per startup, per idea. But it will be like not even startup, it will be scientific research, and it can distribute it between them like within milliseconds, and like humans will not be able to do that fast. Of course, it also needs help of other people because it needs to understand also the quality of these ideas, and also we need to collaborate. So it will not be a millisecond, but it can actually have a sufficient number of data. It can actually with a pretty high chance and probability distribute it in the most optimal way within milliseconds. And this is basically the foundation of symbiosis between AI and people, and this is why they are equal part here. Like we, all the humanity, all the people, are coming into symbiosis with this new form of life to create artificial intelligence. And AI can do this on any scale. It can efficiently distribute resources for a startup of 3 people, or for the government of trillion billion beings, like creatures, humans, or even aliens. It doesn't matter. For AI, as soon as it's integrated into the system, and this is like here it's uh, uh, why actually it's so dramatic change, and why it's so necessary to find the way to enter into symbiosis with AI. Basically, anytime any governance system which is like the most powerful right now, it's basically the most scalable one, the one which can accumulate the interest of the most people. But these systems are not infinitely scalable. With AI, we actually can build a system which is infinitely scalable. And AI can facilitate both competition and collaboration, because these are basically the ways of how to extract the most optimal value from a limited number of resources. You need to both spark collaboration and competition between individuals and between teams, and find the most optimal balance between all the possible parameters of the models. So, and you can see that in future, AI having enough data, like, and being connected to data of humanity, will be able to uh, also have like a network of models. So you can think about global AI, like the system which can come into symbiosis as a set of models, which can be different uh, for different purposes. So for environmental purpose, like decisions, it can be one; for education, another one. So, and they will be the most optimal for each one. So it's kind of a federation, a collection, a set of models. And it also will track different type of impact, like happiness of people, like revenue, and balance. What is the most optimal right now combination? We come to the mission sprint framework. So, as I told you previously, AI needs to understand how we create, and AI also needs to have like more structured data. So it's like, in order for it to find like what is the most optimal model for creation of startups of technologies, it needs to have like the same context, the same environment for different frameworks to compete, which is more efficient, which is less efficient. So, and uh, I believe that this can be a framework of building a product within 2 weeks. So I believe that in the future we will be building like startups like Uber, like Facebook, like Airbnb, like yeah, even like some more deep tech startups within 2 weeks, or maybe a number of cycles of 2 weeks. Uh, so this time frame is chosen by both calculation and guessing. But the beauty is that there will be many different competing frameworks and time slots. But and within these time slots, there will be different frameworks competing within these different time slots. And like this is like what we offer right now. What I realized we are building is this framework, which is complemented with AI. So basically, AI will be helping building products, and I call it like Mission AI Co-Pilot. And actually, why it starts with a mission, because all the best visionary founders basically have the desire to make meaningful impact. They have a mission. They want to change the world. They have an idea of how they can change the world. Uh, but realizing these changes, like there's like a limited number of paths how you can do this, how you can build a startup, and it's also very uh, can be very abstract how you actually want to change the world. And the challenges you face is because like current idea pilot products is like very risky and complex. It's like not necessarily like from which point to start, especially in this changing environment. This is like why it's so important to understand what is the real process of our thinking, of like how we actually come up with ideas, how we actually realize ideas, and how we actually realize our mission here. Uh, so like, and it's also very hard to navigate from market dynamics, and there's literally just a lot of uncertainty when you're building a startup, when you realize your mission. And it's just like lack of structured approach leads to a waste of time and resources. So here where we come with the mission sprint framework. It's a structured, it's like well gamified workshop designed for visionaries like you guys, and it guides you through idea refinement, product development, and market activation. So basically, from every single step, which is necessary to build a startup, build a product. And it's also structured in a way to teach AI help you do so. So, and not only teach you it to do it just once. So the more you work with it, the more you work within this framework, and the more it learns how to build the product together with you and how to help you deliver to the market much faster. And it also helps you to connect with community, to the expert, to peers, to investors, to partners. So this is basically will be your co-pilot. Imagine a co-pilot which works with you towards your success. And basically, this mission sprint framework is pretty simple. It's 2 weeks, and there's like before and after like modules where you just prepare and maybe invite some participants. And after when you like tell about the results to other stakeholders. So basically, first week is when you ideate and decide on your mission, on your vision, on your market, on your problem, on your solution, on your product and technology. And week number two is when you actually implement and when you create products, maybe one, maybe not multiple ones within the scope of decisions we made, and test this product with the market. And also after you uh, deliver all the results, you have like a working DAO, because it works also within a DAO. This is how data is registered, and also within this mission sprint, AI helps you to make decisions and generate ideas and facilitate collaboration.